Your test starts now. Okay, what do I remember from the 3.5 hour long revision session I had last night? Oh no. Hi, I'm Zach. I live in a dystopian society and I died in my Minecraft hardcore world yesterday. Okay, anyway, school. Sometimes you get an amazing teacher who loves their job, which makes the students they're teaching actually enjoy the subject. And, you actually learn something. Or you'll have a teacher who'll explain the bare minimum, give you questions, don't understand, figure it out yourself, you stupid dumb idiot. Like this one teacher I had, she was amazing, strict but nice. She was my year 4 primary school teacher and she was awesome. One time she took me and a few other kids out of class to do some painting and she was like borderline like Picasso level. She was so good at art. But we often ain't that lucky to have teachers like her. Sometimes we have teachers which make you hate the subject. Also known as my old French teacher. She was horrible. She taught the subject horribly. The lessons were some of the most boring things I've ever had to sit through. And whenever she would ask me a question, I would get it wrong. And we've all had those teachers which just keep pressing you for the answer and they won't give up at all. Zach, how do you say I am going to school in French? I don't know, miss. Why? Because I don't know, miss. I just taught you all it. Sorry, I don't know. Fine. Goob. Can you help him? Je vais à l'école. N'es-tu pas un idiot? Bien joué. Oui. And because she made me hate this subject, she also made me hate the entire country of France. That's a joke. But do you understand my point? Like, one time I had this one art teacher who I genuinely hated. They were bad at art. They gave us AI-generated... In art class, the art teacher gave us AI-generated images. They were horrible at giving feedback. They gave us a crap ton of homework. One time when I was in their class and the whole class was talking, keep in mind I barely ever talk, I asked my friend next to me if I can borrow their pencil or something. The teacher whips their head around like an owl, and in like their groggily, gross sounding voice, they go, "Zach, if you keep talking, I'll move you to the front." The amount of rage and anger that was coursing throughout my blood was like immeasurable. Since that event though, they mysteriously vanished, and then we got a new teacher and he was super nice. Like he's so cool. Anyway, during year 9 I had this English teacher who we're gonna call Mrs. Insane, and I would describe her as insane. If the class was talking at 0.2 decibels, she would flip out. She would constantly bring up her dead relatives, and she only ever really taught us how to get into universities. But that's nothing compared to what happened this one day. I had Miss Insane twice that day, one time in the morning and one time in the afternoon. So I walk into a class, half asleep, and start absent-mindedly swinging on my chair and watching the clock tick forward. As I'm swinging, that feeling of, oh no, takes over my body, and I fall back on my chair. The class laughs and Miss Insane noticed but didn't say anything since there was only like 2 minutes left. Anyway, as the school day passes, we all have our class again, and I get back and I don't learn from my mistakes, so I start swinging on my chair again, and that same feeling of, uh-oh, takes over, and I start to fall back. In my panic, I decide, no, I'm not going to let this happen. So I grab my friend's chair, who was also swinging on his chair, and I pull him down with me, and the class laughs again. I try to laugh it off as well. We get up and my friend sits down. But no, Miss Insane actually loses it, and she starts to berate me and shout and complain. She asks me, "Do you think you're funny?" I fell on accident, miss. No, you did that this morning as well, so don't even give me that. She turns her attention to my friend. And don't think I don't see you either, hiding down there. He was just sitting down, but fine, whatever. No, miss, I accidentally pulled him down with me. Ow, so you're in even more trouble now. Miss, it wasn't... No, I don't want to hear your voice. Sit down, shut up. Oh, and you have detention. You rude son of a... She didn't give me detention. But still, I got yelled at and embarrassed in front of my whole class because I accidentally fell back on my chair. Here are some honourable mentions that happened to me at school. One of my teachers said that he doesn't expect much off me, so yeah, thanks mate. I got borderline bullied by this other kid during PE because I'm so bad at any sport, actually. One of my friends asked the teacher in front of the entire class if I was feminine, so Thanks. Oh, and there were 2 school lockdowns in one day. This video took longer than I thought it would. Yeah, procrastination is amazing, school's amazing, blame that, not me. Also, I don't know when the next one will come out. I have an idea for what it will be, but I'm gonna change something very big, so it might take quite a bit longer to come out. If you enjoyed the video though, please like interact with it so I can keep doing this, so I can keep making more, because it's so fun. Anyway, I'm gonna edit this now. Bye bye.